Hello students, today we are going to learn about the stomach, which is the important part of our digestive system. So this is the pictures of the stomach. The stomach is a muscular organ located on the left side of the upper abdomen. So the location of the stomach is the upper abdominal side, which is receive the food which is come from the esophagus. As the food reach at the end of the esophagus is entered the stomach through the muscular wall, which is known as the lower esophageal sphincter. So through this lower esophageal sphincter, the food is entered into the stomach. Now the relation of the stomach. So anteriorly the left lobe of the liver and anterior abdominal wall, posteriorly abdominal aorta, pancreas, spleen and left kidney, superiorly diaphragm, esophagus and the left lobe of a liver, inferiorly transverse column and the small intestine, left side diaphragm and the spleen, and the right side is liver and the duodenum. As we know, the stomach is a pouch-like structure which is mainly used for the storage of the food in our digestive system. So the storage of the food is occur for the 2 to 4 hours, and some mechanical and the chemical digestion is also take place within the stomach. There are two sphincter which is present in our stomach, that is esophageal and the pyloric sphincter. So the esophageal sphincter which is here, so it is near to the esophagus, and the pyloric sphincter which is here, which is near to the small intestine. And there are also two curvature which is present within the stomach, that is known as the greater and the lesser. So this is the lesser curvature and this is the greater curvature. So the greater curvature forms the long convex and the lateral border of the stomach. As you can see in the picture, this is the long and the convex and the lateral border of the stomach arising from the cardiac notch. So here it is the rising point of the greater curvature, which is backwards and passes inferiorly to the left. It curves to the right as it's continuously medially to reach the pyloric antrum. So it's the reach at the pyloric antrum. The short gastric arteries and the right and left gastro-omentum arteries supply the branches to the greater curvature. Now the lesser curvature forms the shorter concave and the medial surface of the stomach. You can see in the picture, this is the shortage and the concave surface of the stomach. The most inferior part of the lesser curvature, the angular notch, indicates the junction of the body and the pyloric region. The lesser curvature gives the attachment to the hepatogastric ligament, and it's supplied by the left gastric artery and the right gastric branch of the hepatic artery. Now coming to the reason of stomach, so there are mostly four reason, that is known as the cardiac, fundus, body and the pyloric. This is the cardia and this is the fundus, then body and the pylorus. So first one is cardial, that is here. You can see the green color indicate the cardia region. So the first part of the stomach below the esophagus, it contains the cardiac sphincter. So here the cardiac sphincter is present, which is the thin ring of the muscles that help to prevent the stomach content from going back up into the esophagus. So through the cardiac sphincter, the contain, that means the food content is storage within the stomach. And then the fundus. So the fundus is the rounded area that lies to the left of the cardia and below the diaphragm. Then the body. So the body is the largest main part. You can see here, this is the largest part of the stomach. This is where the food is mixed and start to break down. So here in the body, the food is mostly start to break down. The antrum. Actually, in the some books, the antrum is one of the reason in the stomach. So they say some books said the five reason of the stomach, and some books says the four reason of the stomach. So the antrum is also considered as the reason of the stomach. So the antrum is the lower part of the stomach. As you can see, the antrum is present here at the lower part. So the lower part of the stomach, the antrum hold the broken down food until it is ready to be released into the small intestine. So as in the body, the food is broken down and then it is storage into the pyrotic antrum, right? And then uh, uh, until it is ready to release into the small intestine. So it is sometimes also known as the pyrotic antrum. So here this is the function of the antrum, that is holding the food until it is ready to release into the small intestine. Then the pylorus. So it is the last part of the stomach that connect to the small intestine. This region include the pyloric sphincter, which is a thick ring of the muscles that act as a valve to control the emptying of the stomach, contained into the duodenum. So the duodenum is first part of the small intestine. The pyloric sphincter also prevent the content of the duodenum from going back into the stomach. So through the sphincter, the movement of the food is prevented. So these all are the reasons of the stomach. Now coming to function. So there are different function which is done by the stomach. So the first one is the digestion. The stomach release the peptides, that is the protein digesting enzyme such as pepsin and the hydrochloric acid, which kills or inhibit the bacteria and provides the acidic pH of 2 for the protease to work. Food is chunched by the stomach through the muscular contraction of the wall called the peristalsis. So the through the peristalsis movement, the food is crunched, right? Then absorption. Some absorption of the certain small molecules take place within the stomach through the linings of the wall. So, as we know, the gastric juice present within the stomach. So, gastric acid, gastric juice, and the stomach acid all are the same. It is one type of a digestive food formed within the stomach, and it is composed of hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, potassium chloride, that is KCl, and sodium chloride, that is NaCl. The acid play a vital role in the digestion of the protein by activating the digestive enzymes. So through the different type of acid, the activation of the digestive enzyme take place, which making the injected protein unravel to that digestive enzyme break down the long chain of the amino acid. So there are some cells. So first one, Steve cells, which is secrete the pepsinogen, an inactive enzyme. Then parietal cells secretes the hydrochloride and instring factor. The instring factor is help in the absorption of vitamin B12 in the intestine. Mucus cell secrete the mucus and alkaline substance to help the neutralize HCl in the gastric juice. G cell, that is gastrin, which stimulate the parietal cells and overall gastric. Now the blood supply. So the blood supply is done through the right gastrophilic artery and the left artery and the gastric artery. Venous drainage, which is done through the gastric vein. So it's all about the stomach.